Hello friend, this is the 8th video of the Java series, and in this video we learn static variable and we also learn static method, but it in the next video. And if you are new to the channel and want to learn Java and other technical stuff, so start now by just hitting the subscribe button and press that bell icon so you don't miss anything. So coming to the video, the first question arises that what is static variable? Static variable is initialized only once at the start of execution. So what's mean that? It's mean that we initialize static variable at the starting of the program. So understand this, create a file and give it to a name. What should I take its name? Let's use app.java. Yes, make sure that first letter would be capital, and here create our class app. Class yes, and give it curly braces and the main method, and zoom out it so it's visible to you. Now here create another class. What should I take its name? Let's take stack and give it a curly braces, and here we create two variable. One is instance variable and another is static variable. We create these two because you learn the difference between them. So create int a, this is instance variable, and static int b. So it's a static variable, and when we declare static variable we use static keyword so the compiler knows that we are using static variable or methods. Now coming to the main method, and here create the object of the stack class stack, and reference to the stack object stack, and now create the object by new keyword because we create stack not stack object by new keyword. Give it a colon. Now let's print the value of a. System.out.println, give it a semicolon, and we know that we can only access variables of outer class via its object, so we using stk, the object reference of the stack class, and dot a, it's a variable, but we can access static variable via class name. We can access static variable directly by class name. So save the file and open cmd and clear the screen. Now here write java c and our class name dot java, and yes, it's right. Now compile the file, not compile, run the file. 00. We know that by default static variable have value 0 and instance variable also have 0 value. So what is the, we know this point that static variable can be accessed directly by the class name. We see that we can directly access static variable by its class name stack.b. Yes, there is no confusion in this point. So now the point is a single copy be shared by all instance of the class. What's mean by that? So understanding this point, coming to the again Sublime, and now assign a value to these variable. Give it 5 to a and 6 to b. 6. Now let's create another object of the stack class. We can create as much as object we want and use, but make sure that the object reference name should be different. What is stl2? Change the name. You can use it, but for sake of understanding use the same kind of name, stack a. Now change the instance variable value. In above we have 5, but here we change the value 10. Now print stack2 dot a, to object and same value. What will be the output? Guess that. Not the error. What? Not you. Sublime, what's the error? Oh, semicolon. Give it a semicolon, save the file again, and coming to cmd, clear the screen, and again compile it and run the file. Java, where is you? What's happening? Yeah, see here change by stack the first object but not by the second object. It's understandable to you. Now use the b's value. Why? It's a class name, b, and give it a value 10. Now print the both values. Stack dot b, copy it and paste it again. It's easy to you to guess that what's the output, because we are using same reference. So you again error, semicolon. You make sure that you don't do these silly mistakes. Java 2 CLC. It's easy to you to guess the output because we are using same reference type or same class name. But now what if we can also access b from the object name? Yes, we can also access them by its object name, but what? But I think save file and run it again, and see, again we have same value. But now you say that you change the value by its class name. So let's change its value by object and compile it again and run the file. See, it's again 10. So if a static variable change its value, then it will be same throughout the program. So the question arises, why we use static variable? What is the purpose of using these variable? So let's take an example, like you make a program for a school. So school, let's see, why I'm making silly mistakes. School, and in school, let's see, you have some students, and student have some data, like student have student name, roll number, and what, and let's say school name. Okay, but we know that the name and the roll number of the student will be different for each and every student, but we also know that school name for all the student would be same. So using that variable and creating via its object would be too time taking, and it will take so much memory. So that's why we use static variable, because it make our program fast and it won't take too much memory. So if you like the video, so give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.